For most travelers, airports are just stopovers, brief pauses on the way to somewhere new. But for one young German tourist, Varna Airport in Bulgaria would become a chilling dead end. It was the last place anyone would ever see him. This is the unsettling mystery of Lars Mittank, a healthy, happy 28-year-old who stepped into the daylight and then simply vanished. No trace, no goodbye. Only a single haunting piece of CCTV footage and countless unanswered questions. Born on the 9th of February, 1996, in Berlin, Lars grew up in the quiet town of Itzehoe. Friends remember him as kind, calm, and loyal, someone who kept out of trouble and took life seriously. He was studying engineering, working part-time at a power plant, and had a steady girlfriend. Nothing in his life hinted at what was to come, no known mental health struggles, no risky behavior. Just an ordinary young man who went on vacation and never made it home. He was just a regular 28-year-old guy. In June 2014, Lars traveled to Bulgaria with a group of friends for a beach holiday in the seaside resort of Golden Sands near Varna. It was supposed to be a simple summer getaway. But by the end of the trip, something had changed in Lars, and within days, he would vanish forever. On the 30th of June 2014, Lars and his friends arrived in Golden Sands. They partied, swam, drank, and relaxed, everything typical for a group of young tourists. But things took a strange turn one night when Lars got into a minor altercation at a McDonald's with a group of German football fans. It's believed the fight broke out over differing team allegiances. Lars was reportedly separated from his group and punched in the face. The injury didn't seem severe at first, but when he complained of ear pain the next day, a doctor diagnosed him with a ruptured eardrum and advised against flying. His friends offered to stay, but Lars insisted they return to Germany without him. He would take a later flight after getting medical clearance. That was the 6th of July. After parting from his friends, Lars checked into a cheap hotel called Hotel Color near the airport. That's when things began to get strange. He started behaving oddly paranoid, agitated. He texted his mother saying he didn't feel safe and asked her to cancel his credit card. He told her that people were trying to kill him. He believed someone had been hired to follow or harm him. According to hotel staff, Lars was seen pacing around the lobby, hiding in elevators, and exhibiting fearful behavior. At one point, he reportedly left the hotel for hours, only to return claiming he had narrowly escaped someone chasing him. Still, he made an appointment with a doctor at the airport for the 8th of July to assess whether he was fit to fly. That morning, he arrived at the airport clinic. The doctor found nothing unusual except for the eardrum injury. Lars appeared calm. That is, until a construction worker entered the room. What happened next would become the last confirmed sighting of Lars Mittank. At 10:55 a.m. on the 8th of July, 2014, airport security cameras captured Lars walking through the terminal. Suddenly, he jumps up, drops his bag, and sprints out of the building running full speed through the parking lot, across traffic, and into a nearby forest. Witnesses saw him climb over a barbed wire fence into a field and disappear into the woods. His backpack, wallet, passport, and phone were left behind. That was the last confirmed sighting of Lars Mittank. He hasn't been seen since. The Bulgarian police launched an investigation. Search teams scoured the area surrounding the airport. Drones, dogs, volunteers all tried to track Lars's movements through the dense forest. But they found nothing. No body, no clothing, no trace. Back in Germany, Lars's mother, Sandra Mittank, began her own relentless campaign to find her son. She appeared on television, distributed flyers, created a Facebook page, and followed up on every reported sighting from Bulgaria to Romania to Scandinavia. The case gained international attention, especially after the airport footage went viral. It's been viewed millions of times. The look in Lars's eyes sheer panic haunts anyone who sees it. But despite global interest, no solid leads ever materialized. What happened to Lars Mittank? Several theories have emerged. Some experts believe Lars may have suffered a sudden psychological breakdown, possibly triggered by trauma from the fight, or a rare condition like a psychotic episode or paranoid schizophrenia. The stress, isolation, and medication he had been prescribed ceftriaxone, a powerful antibiotic, may have contributed to hallucinations or delusions. Others believe Lars was telling the truth, that he was being followed or targeted. Bulgaria has a known issue with organized crime, and some speculate he may have witnessed or been caught up in something he shouldn't have. But there's no evidence of this, and police have found no signs he was under threat. Could Lars have wanted to vanish? Some disappearances are intentional people escaping pressure, debt, or a desire for a new life. But by all accounts, Lars had no reason to run. He had a stable job, family, and future plans. The most plausible theory for some is that Lars, in a state of fear or delusion, got lost in the woods and succumbed to exposure, injury, or dehydration. But again, despite extensive searches, no remains have been found. Every theory leads to more questions than answers. In 2019, hope briefly reignited when a video surfaced of a disoriented, homeless man in Brazil who bore a striking resemblance to Lars Mittank. Online forums exploded with comparisons. But after investigation, it was confirmed. It wasn't Lars. Lead after lead, all dead ends. More than a decade has passed since her son vanished without a trace, and still, Sandra remains at the heart of the search for answers. Every morning, she opens her laptop and scrolls through emails, messages, and social media posts, some from strangers offering support, others claiming sightings of a man who resembles Lars. From Germany to Canada, from Brazil to the Balkans, the messages come in waves. Most turn out to be false leads. Some are hoaxes. Others offer only the cruel spark of hope before silence returns. But Sandra reads them all. She replies to as many as she can, because one day just one message might be real. She has kept his story alive for over 10 years. On the Facebook page Findet Lars Mittank, she regularly posts updates, photos of Lars smiling on family holidays, and side-by-side age progression renderings of what he might look like now. Each post is a plea to the world. Look at him. Don't forget. Help me find my son. She writes in German, but the posts are often translated into English, Bulgarian, Polish, and Spanish, whatever it takes to reach more people. Her determination has turned her into a symbol of perseverance, her love for her son stretching across borders and language barriers. "I just want to know what happened," she said in a televised interview, her voice trembling but unwavering. "If he's alive somewhere, if he's forgotten who he is, I'll go to him. I'll bring him home. But if he's gone, I want to lay him to rest. I need peace. I need to stop imagining the worst." She still sets a place for him during the holidays, still listens for footsteps on the porch. And every night, she says goodnight to the same empty room, holding on to a hope that the rest of the world has quietly begun to forget. But she hasn't, and she never will. Lars Mittank's disappearance is now considered one of the most chilling missing persons cases in modern Europe. What started as an ordinary summer holiday in Bulgaria turned into a mystery that has captivated millions. Lars Mittank's case sparked global interest, countless documentaries, and endless online theories. Unlike most disappearances, his last moments were caught on camera, calmly talking to airport staff, then suddenly sprinting outside, vaulting a fence, and vanishing into the woods, leaving behind his passport and phone. No attackers, just raw fear in his eyes. That's what haunts us. Someone disappearing in broad daylight, on camera, with no clear reason. Since the 8th of July, 2014, Lars has never been seen again. The scariest mysteries aren't fiction, they unfold in ordinary places, live in blurry footage and unanswered calls, and leave silence where truth should be. They stay with us not for violence, but because they remain unsolved and unforgettable.